Alright, now round 2 of the Praga series. On the Hockenheim, looking forward to an interesting one. Let me pretty slow, but we're here. Alright. We did have few penalties after the race as usual. After Barcelona. Currently the Mike leading the championship, looking forward to extend his lead. And we have Pepe and Nick Wu following him. After first round, P3 and 5 are very close together. And the rest is just not really talkable because everyone is just going to be punched around within 2 rounds, so not much point. We have now Gonzalez driving after missing round 1. I was his acting, whatever. Because Gonzalez in the second American unit of the USA competition team. After skipping the last round. Now looking forward to actually fight in the front again. Hopefully, more cars close together, better racing, we all know that. We have A. Jensen, who has signed up after round 1 and now is teamed with Pepe in the team. There are no liveries whatsoever, but the team entry is there. Pepe actually missing this round, so Jensen is going to be the one that's going to score points alone for that team. We have, I think, all the side hot. No, there is one side hot car missing as well, but 17 drivers only right now compared to the 21 last weekend. They're good numbers. And they get the first lap times now. Nick Wu opening with a 38.19. They following with a 38.6. Miami having a bit of a slower one for the first attempt, 39.3. Tires outside the 30s. 40.0 from Viscos as well. Gonzalez currently on the lap, fine right? Now back. So just get to follow him for a lap. No, follow someone for a lap. This was a 39.269 around the Hockenheim. Praga R1T. While we were watching the lap, Nicolas Gonzalez, we have got two drivers on the 38s now, with the Mike leading Nick Wu in the first row. Really quick times being completed here. We have people actually waiting up. Car stopped. The other Mike seems to be able to improve still. At least in the first sector. I put it to hidden in P3. Pretty stable side, hot combination so far on the track. We have to see if they can keep putting in the times later on the races. Keep the pace up to actually stay there. The A team, with the Mike and the B team, with Puerto Hidden and Samu, who is the one missing from them, I think that is going to be a cut. It's really easy to either cut the first apex way too much, yep, it was a cut, he is slowing down, or run way too wide and risk yourself spinning out on the massive wide curves on the exit of turn 1. The Roja hasn't completed the time yet, I think. Might see one now. Oh, almost getting into a nasty slide. Touching the sausage curb right before the last corner. He puts himself up into P6 with a 38.34. Good start to the lap there. Jensen P12 as Visco split into P10. Morgado and Johnson not having completed any laps yet. Johnson just ran way too wide, invalidating that lap as well. Although we don't know if it was invalid to begin with. He is going to start another lap now. Morgado is been unable to complete a very quick lap as well. And Ziu obviously not qualifying as usual. Why would he? If Johnson somehow manages to be at the bottom of the field, then it's going to be a hard race for Helios Eclipse. I think Morgado is leaving the pits again now. Yep, he is. Williams gaining at least 2.5 tenths throughout this section. Almost 3. And to follow the Swede around this lap. Ooh, getting to slide after going on the inside curve. Losing quite a lot of time. He can keep it there, is going to at least put him somewhere in the midfield. At least you would hope so. But it to hit them behind, he might. I think maybe on a lap. Have to see Johnson. Half a second above his best in very lap. Now puts it up into P12 only. Meanwhile, Potato Hidden starting a lap behind him. Johnson is going to keep going. Cassio in the pits, not in the pits. Nick Fu is also playing with a red name there. Maybe of somewhere. Duffy also gets under the 38s, now in P4 with a 37.95. The mic has also improved that since the M in third with 37.8. Johnson still gaining on his time. This last sector is going to be crucial for him where he had a mistake on the previous. He is down on his best. Might be held up by Johnson anyway. Have to see. He might not be. That's a bit wide from Linus. That's Hedron's left gun. As expected, Johnson gained a lot of time. Another half a second, that's going to put him in the first half of the field. Can keep it together. He manages to keep it together, half a second of improvement. 38.7 is gonna be the P9, yes. Let's see the front runners, Nick Wu on the out lap at the start. Miniemi barely improving currently. Still trying to go for the pole position. Other Mike has just done a purple sector 1 again. 1/10 up on his previous. Slightly another purple. Holy, that was a good exit from him. Out of the 90-degree left. Loses a bit on the next part. Sweeping right hander with slightly blind apex. Let's see how well it does. Oof. Wonder if that was still in track limits or not. Sends it into the hairpin. Better acceleration, but still loses time. If there was anything left here, probably not. Or it's gonna be worse than the best. But he can improve as well still. Yeah, me. Has he improved as well? Yes, he is. Like when he can improve still. Toughy. Outlap? Outlap. He really has to hope that he actually can cross the line. Maybe he may just miss out on it. But he's even improving as well behind Linus, who is still going and is on a bad lap. Hydro might just get some bit of slipstream to just get him a few thousands. Hydro is going to improve a bit. It's just not enough to snitch P4 from Duffy. They have one more attempt and I think that was a cut. Yes, he is backing off. That's his last attempt gone. Linus P9 hoping to get more places. Duffy. I don't think he's going to get around in time. That's more Godo in front of him on a lap. Not going to let him through at all, so that's probably Duffy's qualifying over as well. DOC is off in the pits. Viscos in the pits as well. I don't know why my city is not showing them as in pits, just with a red name. Can Niemi start another lap? Maybe. 3, 2, 1, 0. Just about starting new one. Was a few tenths away. There's a red exit and gives it up. It's the mic off after 2 purple sectors. He threw it again. But it seems to be that's not going to matter because he will probably just stay in pole position anyway. Unless somehow Niku gains 2.5 tenths overall half a second right now because he's down. Roger P7, Dre P6, Hedron P5. We have Morgado actually completed the lap finally, but not a very good one. But at least it's going to put him in front of my slot. He is most likely gonna be slotted behind me. See, Niku backing off. That's going to mean. Oh, Johnson also in the pits now. More not improving either. Casio can still improve maybe. But we have the top 8 seemingly decided. It is decided. Jensen in the pits. He's because in the pits, everyone's in the pits. That is qualifying over then. We have other Mike who left the pits for whatever reason. In poor position for race 1. Near me in second place, then Wu Duffy. What did he even Dre, Roger and Sumoy. And on the reverse grid race, we have Sumoy in poor position, Roja in second place, and everyone else backward. With other Mike in P8 for race 2. Then we have Jonsson and Casillo. Jonsson separating the Spanish P-Stars cars, the first team. Then we have Jensen, Riscos, Gonzalez separating the other batch of Spanish cars, with Size in P14, DRC only in P15. We have Morgado in P16, then Ziu not qualifying, again, as usual, in P17. And now let's hope for a clean start. And hopefully, no server issues. I mean, it should be sort of fine. Okay, second race, second race. It should be okay. Everything should be fine. Fine. Back to myself. This beautiful grid of cars. We have the Mike and Niemi once again in the front row together, with Nick and Duffy following them. About to be a spicy start. Duffy is going to look for some redemption after last week and him getting into accidents, not by his fault. For the rest of the people, they will just try to get as high as possible, I would guess. Also gonna be some pressure on the Hydron in the B team. Keep as many people back as possible. Yeah, these two flashing at each other. Lights are up. And we are seconds away from race 1 on the Hockenheiming or the Praga World Series. And away we go. Let's see who gets a good start. Duffy seems to get first start, and the cycle cars around here. Mike seems to be getting away pretty cleanly. Everyone seems to slot in very well using the track on lap 1, as they should. They shouldn't risk it with this Nick Wu attacking Marcus Niemi there. As he don't... Oh, that's Duffy making a big mistake and taking Potato Hydron out on the braking. Very unfortunate. We are seeing Nick Wu attacking Niemi fiercely while the Mike is trying to get away. So midfield is also very tightly together. Going to be happy now because might have a look around his teammate. Well, not literally teammate, but same team. They managed to collide. Just see around. Morgado still trying to get used to the car it seems, but and the backward wicket wasn't much of an issue with that. He has DNF'd. He has left this race session. We had 2 spins so far, not right together. It's good. Sumo attacking Roja, it seems. Nico managed to overtake Marcus Niemi while we were watching everyone else. It's Gonzalez running into the gravel and almost rejoining very badly. That is Jensen going wide. I saw it right. And of course we missed the leading again. The Nick Whoop made a mistake somewhere. Now under pressure from Roja, losing 2 positions against Dre and Niemi. Dre in second place, then it was a contact between Wu and Niemi once again. Looks like they might just be rivals for this league, these two. As they have had many come together recently, as Duffy trying to fight back and fight against Potato Hedron as well, who he took out. He is going to go for it, but as Niemi trying to get the position back from Dre. Hairpin is around the outside, Dre on the inside. Niemi gets pushed wide around the sausage curve. He goes. Do not go in the sausage curve. On it. Knows that is going to result in bad things, but Niemi manages to get the position still. It's really the situation where Niemi couldn't really turn the corner with Dre, also just kind of going wide while he had the car on the inside, on the outside, sorry. I mean, stuff happens. The Mike has a 3.6 second lead already. We have the midfield fight as well. Viscos losing multiple positions. It's Gonzalez going wide again. Now almost completely stopping themselves, and is that the OC as well? The HCUS cars are not doing well. It's Duffy being caught up on his teammate, who was probably got them passed by. What did he do? He might be the fastest lap so far, running being clean air in front. Niemi Dreivu, Sumo Roja, Janssen Ziu in P8 already. The active cars are doing really well considering how they went in qualifying. Although Jensen might just be able to get up to speed throughout this race and gain pace against everyone else. Now he's trying to fight through the Spanish speed stars cars. Now behind the number 2 teams, driver Viscos. Who and Ray side by side once again. I guess they being passed. Who getting up into P3, there might be more than a 4-second lead. Now that is a mistake from Viscos on the exit of the hairpin. Luckily he did not catch anyone else in it. Now the Spaniard is mixed in around USA competition cars. None of them having any luck. Maybe he has a run on them, but no, because he's going to get boxed in as the OC seemingly lets through Duffy. No, they haven't, and they... will keep going. That was a nasty one. Starting out with a tap between DOC and Duffy, and as Gonzalez running wide again. Gonzalez now trying to fight back. So touch, Viscos has to take it right from that. Gonzalez having to slide the car a bit. Jonsson sideways. And my live timing is telling me that the teammates have collided. He has collided with Ziu. Jensen Potato Hedron fighting Hedron in P8 already. And this I need hairpin. And now in front. Visco's defending against the Americans? No. That's Gonzalez and Duffy. You will see. Slightly behind those three. Nah. You need it. So should write down the procedure to everyone anyway. For the long races, because we might need those at that. We'll also try to ask the remaining management person of us that is not here to actually help us with it. Also, the 1 hour long races we have a standing start. We are not going to have a rolling start. We do think that with these cars it shouldn't be much of an issue. And on the 1 hours everyone should be more careful anyway with the start. Oh my god, what happened to Jensen there? That was a nasty slide. Especially over the Sumoi. Oh no. Did he have a slight tap in the straight and that sent Jensen somehow all the way across? Seal and Potato even fighting as well. There are those two. Oops. Wrong button. Even on the inside for the next corner. Cannot really get it right, but Sumo is going to have a run on him now. SSS teammates are trying to work together with it. Now Sumo being the one in front of Hedron. Sumo going to lose it maybe, stay on the inside. Manages to keep it on the inside, Hedron is space. And slightly banked happy, Hedron goes wide. Has to yield the position of the mic with the fastest lap of 38.04. Never mind Niami with the 38.02. Top 3 lapping, very similar pace. A battle again. Oh my god. The one position change, I click away, then the position change happens anyway back there. Here, can't watch everything at the same time, but the back of the field needs love too. Duffy trying to attack Gonzalez now. They lost pace against Viscos, so Hedron down the inside of Sumo Castillo going really wide. Hedron might be able to get it. Seems like Duffy managed to get Gonzalez. We'll be able to see. Hedron Sumo is side by side. Duffy is in front of Gonzalez. And this time Sumo on the inside. Hedron manages to carry that car around. Hedron now firmly ahead. .37.9, first step in the 37s. That's Gonzalez in the pits. Why is he in the pits? If it was back to pit, it has to be a dinner. That would be the question of how and why he ended up in there. It was a back to pit most likely. Has to be. Keep overthinking whenever I see stuff randomly happening, but yeah, it was a back to pit, so that is kind of the end of the race. He might have had another panic back to pit because of doing bad thing. Johnson climbing back up in pit and now pushing size the position down. Why not being able to close the gap anymore? The OC made a mistake somewhere again. On the exit, I would guess that's Gonzalez. A lap down. Sumo is not falling off. That's for sure. The leaders are not having any changes in the gap between each other. There are pretty firm gaps up until P7 and 8, which we are watching right now. Nick Wu with a 37.8 fastest lap now. There is also lapping in the low 38s. Porsche 38.7, Ziu 39.2, and these two also lapping quite quickly, but Heatwave is going to get away from Sumoy now with lapping 8 tenths faster the previous lap. Now on the back of Castillo already. Maybe in this listing he might be able to get alongside. He's definitely going to get alongside. Castillo doesn't really move defensively down on the inside. American goes. Castillo not able to get a run on him, maybe. Jensen is falling down here, though. Yeah, Jensen had a mistake in the hairpin. Gonzalez might just try to finish. So you need to be checking these DNFs and lap downs throughout at some point. Cassio's lines are very different than Hedron's. The difference in car control seems like, but Hedron's is more effective. He's already pulling away from the Spanish cars. 38.4 even with having to overtake Castillo. So Hedron is having a really good pace. Pretty much the same as the top 6 in front of him. Apart from Ziu, so Ziu is not safe. He will have to defend against that side-hard car. This was being passed. Probably a mistake from him as well. Now the pressure from Jensen because of it. Jensen looking around, maybe trying to scare him into mistake. Not really a mistake, that would be a line of his. Anyway. That's right from Viscos. Jensen will probably still close. Oh, the shark fin is in the way of the camera. That's good to know. Yes, I might have a look on him now. Not yet. Too far. If he's getting closer to near me, once we end up getting 2 sides now. In the airplane. Sumoy and Casillo switching places now. I can see had a mistake. Niku gets the fastest lap once again. So, we might have Niemi versus Wu round 2. Wu is really closing up to the Finn. Niemi way too deep in that. That's going to give an opportunity to Nick Wu. Or not. Would be funny if it was his actual line. Castillo getting close to Johnson. Or does he? I think Johnson just passed Castillo instead, yeah. Meanwhile, the mic at the edge of the 5-second lead. And now Niemi is also doing the 38 zeros now. That's on the back of Viscos. Real? Never mind, he touched gravel. Oh, Cassio with a mistake. Where did Jensen get to collision with the environment? He's still there behind the Spaniard. Oh, now that's you. Being under attack from Potato Hydron. It was meant to happen. Hydron's pace is much better. That's going to push Zio down to P7. I think Zio is going to let that slide that easily. He has to. The Hydron defends really well there. Zio cannot really do much against it. That's going to be P6 for Hydron. Now, I don't think Hydron is going to be able to pull a miracle and get Roja somehow. Yeah, maybe the 37-8 now start slightly pull away from Wu. Just on this lap. Jensen also on the back of Viscos. That's an extension. And that's a bad exit. So he won't be able to make moves yet. The better exit from Jensen. Going to have a look at turn 2. Yes, he will. On the inside, let's see if Viscos can do anything about it. He is going to keep it on the outside, that's going to turn to the inside. Jensen might still have the better run. 2 side by side. 2 seconds straight of the what would be the RL zone. Okay. Side by side still, waiting for the hairpin. Goes around the long way. On the curve, that's not that ideal. Jensen in front and now fully in front. Can Viscos keep it there? Yes, he can. Going to keep it there very deep. Niemi with a 37.67. almost, that's very close to the pole time, and that's Dre making a mistake in the second last corner. But also Jensen in position against Riskos, who has almost touched the wall, trying to get as wide for entry as possible. Dre made a mistake, is now behind Roger, who has no chance of catching the top 3 now. As Gonzalez beating legitimately this time. But what is he doing? Dumbass. Sorry, but I had to risk was made a mistake as well. Like, why? He's just goofing around at this point. Two more laps. Ooh, that's a slide from Eden. Getting kind of wild. The UV still there. Either way, I'm right there. It's going to give an opportunity to Rio now to regain P6. Move inside, he's gonna run the outside. Can he get a better exit? He's going to try to just get it again. And Hidron has to give it up for now. But Zeus has managed to stay there and capitalize on it. Another lack of pace of Potato Hidron to get that P6 back. Yeah, we also have Duffy on the back of Cassie and Johnson on the back of Sumoy. We might have multiple fights for the last lap of race 1. Adamike has started the last lap of the first race. Duffy off the track for whatever reason again. Made a mistake on the exit where we touched the rebel and spun it. Yeah, as I said, multiple battles now. Ethan trying to get a better exit, that's the back end not behaving on the braking, so it's off now. Trying to give the position to Jensen, possibly Viscos. Yeah. But Hedron might just lose this one. Wait for P7. Honestly, is also not close enough. No more here, Casillo. Doing this safe. That's being overtaken by multiple people, that's the OC. Not less. So do you have who was not able to catch the mic? No, not the mic, near me. The mic lost pace. I think he just weirded it. Just slowed down a bit. Gonna be the mic winning first race on the Hockenheim ring with Niemi and Nick Wu. Not that far off. In second and third, Rouge going to comfortably finish in 4th place. We have Dre in 5th place, then Zio, who managed to get back what did the heat run for P6. Oh, it does see. It was thick. They're gonna be even closer, but the team manages to keep it. Johnson close to Tumoy as well. Let's see, we have Casilo beaten. Then Duffy Jensen. Viscos. The Ocean side still fighting it out. Sort of. Okay, what is the goofing about? Oh, yeah. Wait time now. So that's gonna be it. Fastest lap, just for the note, Nick Wu. 4 people on the 38s on the race. 37.471. That's quicker than the qualifying time of Mike, who has also beaten his own qualifying time. And this will be the top 10 for race 1. Someone on track still. Why does it say that Gonzalez did not finish yet? Maybe because he pitted like that. Or well, we are just gonna be waiting then. Alright. Second round, second race grid. Missing car. Morgado did not rejoin, sadly. He might be just practicing or something for the next round, getting the hang of the car. So starting a vote is no. I see using the bleeding phase. Anyway. I'm in the pits. Half a minute until we start the second race. We have Numoy and Roja on the front row of the grid. Then we and Potato Hedron with a really good chance of winning the second race. Lights on and lights out, and away we go. Numoy had a slightly bad start. Roja might be able to pull next to him. The side of the cars are following them really closely. It's A1 through clearly, maybe almost. There was a slight contact there between was the DOC and Size. Oh, it seems to be cleaner than the previous one. Everyone's bunching up but being safer. Positions changing all the way with Nick Ward in P5, Duffy in P6. Sumo keeping the lead for now. Roja right behind Potato Hedron behind Roja. Trying to send it maybe. No, Roja is defending it hard. That's Sumo losing the position against Roja. Ray is also getting into it, and Nick Ward on the back of these four, sorry. Everyone's wrangling for position. Roja is in the lead now. Let's see and Ray getting past. Not yet. That's Nick Wu making it free ride. Holy. That was a 1.5 of a drive. He manages to get both of them almost. No, that is a collision and he does not hold the brakes. We have 3 of them gone. Sumo gets caught up in it. Nick Wu just barely touched the side car there. Lost control of the car. Also not holding the brakes. I obviously have to investigate it, but it was a really scary one. Duffy in P4 because of that. Nick Wu now in the back of the grid, having to fight it back now. With 2 of his rivals at the mic. In the race in P10, but near me in P5 right behind Duffy. We have Roja leading. The question is, can Roja defend against Dre, Potato, Demi and Duffy as well? To keep at least the podium. We have Johnson and Gonzalez fighting. With DOC somehow in the midfield now. Going against, was that Viscos and the mic. Gonzalez fighting with the Swede. Now in the slipstream, can he pull it back on him? Wonder. Roja, Dre, Hedron, Duffy, Niemi, Jensen, Ziyuv, DOC and Visco. So the mic DOC made a mistake, lost the back end of the car. Not that big of an impact, but held Viscos out. That's gonna gain at the mic 2 places. Tricky the Pragas are with the back end of the car and the braking pit. A completely open differential. That's Niemi on the back of Duffy. That's the OC trying to defend or make up positions. I don't know anymore. That's Johnson getting through. And now the Americans are next to each other. It's them fighting against each other. Johnson is still in the mix. The OC now behind. Castillo is in the back again. That's Gonzalez visiting the gravel trap once again. Duffy losing the position to Niemi in the meantime. And we put it even getting closer to Roja, lap by lap, sector by sector. Look at them. Pressure is gonna be really big on Roja now. Light, he also has a slip. There was a collision there. Like back of the grid, everyone managed to rejoin safely. Casilio, second loss now. Pizza is being pushed down after that. No way, we have the fan crowd for Jensen in the chat. Real nice. Hidden on the back of Dre, but Roja is still there. You don't tell me Jensen got dunked right after having defend base. The Mike 9 P6 against Steven Jensen. Ah, no. Jensen has to somehow fight it back. Is the OC off track having Tango with Viscos that we. Yeah, I wish I could just run 3 instances of AC and just spectate random cars. Would be much better. With. What the heck are you guys saying there? It's Heat on the back of Dre. Rouge somehow still keeping it there, although he is losing get behind non-stop. And the side hard cars A team, B team might just get him now. Gonzalez making move on Casillo into turn 1, he is ahead. This for the lead, Dre might just make a dive. I would expect moves to the inside. He does try to send it on. Roja keeps it to the inside. Still, Roja goes for the switchback. They are going to be side by side. No, they won't. Dre manages to get past. We also have the mic timing up even more now, passing Duffy and that's Nico and Viscos fighting as well. Roja goes way too deep and it's going to let Ethan goes even more. Ensign trying to get past Ziyov. They're stuck behind the Dodge driver. The other Dodge driver actually. Yeah, the Dodge are getting together. Meanwhile, the third one is in the lead. Sneak Fu close to Viscos now as well. Dios is more right behind, and Dios is not that far. That's the fight for P10. Dre with the fastest lap now for the second race. Wait. No way. No way Dre lost it. Dre lost it. After getting the fastest lap, he lost the car into turn 1. Gonzalez also lost the car into final corner. Happening. Dre lost it all. Now behind Johnson. One. Race 1, other mic. Nah, don't get that here. I don't want that. Now that's Hydra getting past Roja, and that's also Niemi right on the back of them. No. Race. Yeah, another mic. Niemi and Wu. First race. Top 3. Now currently Hedron is in the lead with 17 minutes remaining. I would guess it's going to be 12 more laps including this one. Which would make it 16 laps overall, the same as race 1. And that's Gonzalez with the DNF. Dre bottled it into turn 1 in the lead. Somehow kept it out of the wall. But is in P9 now behind Johnson. My ACTV is going crazy. Mike gets the fastest lap. Closing up to the top 3. And Mike has had a really successful first race. The first round and the first race of this. He looks to be extending his lead in the championship overall. No. Never. Is chat visible? It is visible. Okay. It was a good time to actually check if the chat widget works on the stream. Cool, my ACTV is streaking again. I love this. E10 to E13 are close together. You have Duffy trying to fend off Zio. Yeah, I mean now really close. In the back of Roja Heat when he's getting away. 1.8. That's way off once again. Luckily, no bad rejoins. He didn't get too far. No collisions. But he was still off now behind that group of 4 that I was mentioning before. But that's not going to matter because Niemi is attacking Roja really hard. Another Mike joining the party as well, now getting closer and closer because of these two fighting. Samu, can you not? Oh, the mic is closer to Niemi now. Ito is going to get away. But it dways. Skill issue or bad luck, whatever, whichever. That team itself is going to take a hit. Although Pastushka is not racing with Niemi right now, so they also won't get more points than the main side hot team, so they will still get an advantage, that's for sure. Maybe even the B team gaining on Albanian Gang Racing, as they call themselves, for whatever reason. Sneer around the outside, Roja breaks a bit early, on the inside still. Around the outside, Niemi goes, can he keep it there? No, he can't. Roja manages to defend it, although... Ooh, that's a bit nasty there. Niemi manages to push it to the inside in the last corner and he manages to get past David Roja there. And he's still ahead. He cannot do much against that and it's going to be the mic on him. He's literally letting the mic through. There might be a strat here. He might be trying to just wait for these two to fight, then get them back somehow. But with that aggressive lift into 2 as well, it's not going to be close enough. And it's also brought Patrick Duffy and Tom Ziyov in close proximity to them. Now the Mike's only job is gonna be probably getting past Niemi to either try to fight the B team member or defend for him, whichever they will decide. They might be in the same voice core, maybe. I didn't check on them so far. Roja going right. And I love Duffy to close. On the back of him. Zio flashing his lights? Did I see that right? Roja trying to use as much track as possible, trying to carry as much speed through as possible. Gonna be Duffy on him. Husar competition driver. Trying to get past Roja for P4, that is wide. 37.99 lap time by Niemi. He is quicker than the leader. But can he catch up and overtake him in the second half? I bet you deliberately left out the A from that. Duffy forgets to shift up for now. Steve in P6 behind him. So am I getting closer to Niemi, it looks like. but they are just getting away from these three. Jensen and Linus Johnson behind as well. Might still see some really good battles throughout the last 11 minutes of this. Castillo is off. Castillo is off. Castillo was spent on the exit of the hairpin. Yeah, the hairpin is pretty difficult. Like, the gearing of the car makes it also harder because first gear is kind of short. Then the hairpin speed requires a speed that's basically in between the ideal of first and second. So it's really difficult to actually choose your gear and speed in the heat of things. And then I got the fastest lap. I saw it right, yes, 37.76. Almost a funny number again. Normal setup, there we go. Yeah, he couldn't practice because he did the funny and not check his content like 20 minutes before. Yeah, they're considering that he's doing fine. I don't think Ziu and Duffy practiced much either. Well, Duffy did checking the track limits for the patch, but Ziu probably didn't practice much either. Knowing him. Like, somehow they also just get to whatever speed they can achieve. Roger being under attack from Duffy and Ziu. Don't tell me they lost more positions again, or is just trying to, or is just caught up to them now, which is more likely. Now trying to attack DOC. Ooh, bit deep. DOC running wide there. Use the car together for now. A bit suffering. And my officer can behind Niemi. It would be nice if ACTV did not goof around again. That's Dway running wide into the gravel. You see almost the same in front of him. The second race is definitely not Dway's race. That we can't say that much. Duffy falling off. Roja now. Together with Ziu. I see it right. Jonsson on K Jensen now. On the inside, Jensen turning into him. And these two are gonna go almost side by side. They will be side by side because Jonsson is going to have a better exit speed. Now into the hairpin. Let's see. Oh, that's another one. That's gonna be Duffy under pressure from Ziu now, and that's near me another mic. Three batters at the same time as Ziu getting past. That's Jonsson seeming getting past. Niemi got passed by other mic as well. The mic. Ooh. Niemi still trying to look around. Seems like the Czech driver might have a bit more pace. Jonsson and Jensen fighting as well still. Niemi on the E-box of the mic. Ziu and Duffy still fighting. Where do we look even? Okay, I think we need to look here. Jensen lost out to Jonsson as well, so closest is gonna be those two. Now, can Niemi fight back? That is going to be the question. Can Niemi fight back, or will they might get away and somehow try to catch and get past Potato even? Oh, Niemi just not letting off the throttle to just keep the car stable. Niemi seems to be close enough. That's very high. That was too much rotation, I believe. Yes, he has lost out. He is out of slipstream range. He's not going to be close enough. He's going to give a chance for the mic to actually get away. Where is a good close gap? That's DOC and Viscos. Into turn 2 now with Dre behind them. Wonder if DOC is close enough. He's gaining that delta timer is going to higher numbers quicker and quicker. He is getting extra slipstream effects, but it's not going to be enough. Unless he can scare Viscos into a mistake. He's very cautious over the second gear, first gear now to get the acceleration again. That was a bit of a messy braking zone for him. Dre also touching the sausage curve behind. You can see in the mirror. Virtual mirror. And the capital, I think I cannot even turn it off. Yep. It's very forced, because don't be a Codemaster F1 driver, thank you. Please don't. Do not encourage that. In any form. Yeah, Niemi is falling back. Can he suddenly gain pace? Doesn't seem like. Ruja is also in the low 38s once again. 37.9 by Jonsson. Jonsson gaining more speed again. Jensen falling back. Nico in P9. 5 seconds away. I don't think he will be able to catch Jensen at that rate. That's the way I don't back of DOC. They're crossing the finish line now. Now can Drake sculpt some more points away and cover as much as he can? Niemi 8 tenths back from the mic once again. Gap to Potato Head 1 is 3.7. Might not be enough. The pace difference to actually catch Potato Head might get the win here. Of course, if there is like something major with the penalties, we will have to note it down and actually get it to get through the next stream. I should just stream these. Like actually getting together somehow with everyone. Might be able to this week. Well, next week beginning. After that, I have no clue if I can. Duffy within a second. Jonsson on the back of him. Really on the back of him. He's going to have an attempt to get P6 off. Duffy might lose out to both of the active scars. Ooh, some slip angle. Jonsson trying to scare Duffy into one, actually going for a dive. Turn 2. That's going to work. Duffy will just have a better exit speed. But Jonsson is close enough. Pull from the slipstream. Side by side they go on the back straight. Into the hairpin. Can Duffy somehow defend this out? He's still there. He loses out. That's Jonsson up into P6. Very good race for the Helios Eclipse cars. P5 and 6 again. Some solid points overall. In the teams championship they might be able to get P4, I would guess, at the very end, but we will see. There's gonna be 4 more rounds remaining, with the last round being on the Nordschleife. It's going to be quite a challenge in this car. With its open differential, it's going to be crucial to have the as good as of a car control as possible. If you can't get the hang of the open differential of this car, then you will suffer, no questions. Am I getting the fastest lap? 2.8 seconds a gap. There's only 2 laps remaining. Mike won't be able to catch Potato Head with the same gains. He gained about 9 tenths? What was the last lap of these two? Can't see, there it is. 38.1 and 37.7. 37.9. Best personal lap by Niemi. And yeah, Jensen had a very bad lap, something happened to him. Now his job is just to not get caught by Nick Wu here, who apparently has quite a lot of damage. I would not be surprised after that beginning of the race for him. Duffy falling off from the speed. Niemi cannot catch back up to the mic, it looks like. Casillo now on the back of the B team, or trying to get the extra point of him. He's gonna be close enough on the limiter now. That's to the inside. There was maybe a little touch. Doesn't seem like cannot get tires yet. And we will have one more lap. Either one still in the lead. Mike 2.2 seconds away. Casillo managed to get tires. Casillo defending against. Oh, that is damage on his car as well. And that's the gravel. Tires gets the position back, but he almost followed Casillo into that. He was on the back of his teammate now. Do not collide. Don't collide again. Do not do the funny. Johnson got past. Will you fight that? He will probably not fight his teammate. He really lost a lot of time in the end of the straight. I think he did just lift off. There's gonna be Johnson up into P5. Roja missing out from the podium. Dway in P13. His aim for the next race is gonna be just finishing on the podium, I would guess, but it's gonna be hard. With Mr. Peyton Fricker, who is in the chat, probably driving the rest of the rounds. You better. But really tight field, which is really good. Casillo gets past size again almost, but we are going to watch Potato Hidron finish the race in first place. Mike solid second place, that's Niemi in third. Roja finishes in P4 and Johnson fighting it back up to get a solid P5 with Zero in P6, very good scoring for that team. Duffy P7, somewhat recovering. On the mess, Jensen P8, Nick Wu also having to recover a lot in P9. We have Yori Sumoi in P10. I think if he was also one of those that got caught up in fights. Don't wanna rush him. TAS somehow going to manage to keep it ahead of Casillo, DOC within a second to Viscos as well, P11, P12, those two are. And that's gonna be Siles finishing in front of Casillo. That was a mixed bag regarding the race. Anyone else? Yeah? No? Everyone is just goofing around there. Damn, he missed. Anyway, it is going to be it. I should turn off the track map. And yeah, some exciting battles. Too many quote-unquote funnies, especially in the first race with the second half of the people. Yeah. With too many stupid mistakes and incidents, to be honest. But overall, they weren't that bad or caught too many people into one. So yeah, wasn't really bad. So this was the second round of the TAS Praga series. Why are you guys spamming that again? Yeah, a solid result for the side-hard cars overall. A solid result for, well, Dilben Johnson in chat. Thanks, guys. Definitely, the Hussar competition drivers really need to get it back together, as well as Niemi and Pastushka will have to do something against the side-hard cars if they want to do anything with the Times Championship. But overall, another exciting race. Standings are gonna be shaken up, that is for sure. But you have to see the next 4 rounds to actually have conclusions. Which is gonna mean that the end of this week's round. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate the engagement there from, was that 4 of you rooting for Janssen? And yeah, I'm just gonna have like, subscribe, whatever, etc. Since you all have managed to start chatting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I will see all of you on the next round. Start off the 1 hour races. First one on Silverstone, the classic layout, the one that was part of the F1 calendar before 2010. The good layout. But until then, see you all. Stay safe, whatever. Don't get drunk, etc. See you all.